Welcome to the Nick and Matt Show, bringing the player interviews you want to hear and the hot topics you want to discuss. Recording live in studio, here's Nick and Matt.
That's not right. It's just Matt tonight. Wow. This is a first in just over 3 years. This is the first stream I've ever done by myself. Now, before you freak out, you tune out, we've got more than just me talking for 2 hours. In fact, that's not going to be the case. This is going to be real short. But I wanted to jump on here and let you guys know a few things. First, happy holidays. What's the holiday you celebrate? That's what I intend for it to be for you. I celebrate Christmas. I just had Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was great here. Great time to remember what we're grateful for together, usually with family and friends. Fantastic. Hopefully yours or you and your friends and loved ones were able to do that all around the world. I think, drop a comment. I'm pretty sure Thanksgiving as Thanksgiving isn't around the world, but there are other holidays similar to that. Let me know what's one that's similar to ours there. And then the upcoming season here of December. It's getting cold outside here in the Northeast where I am. We are not playing a lot of disc golf. That being said, there's a lot of people that do play disc golf. And I play on a team, so I do get out once or twice a month to play snow or wind and rain. Actually, I just had my first snow round out in Iowa. Shout out to Gannon Burr, Matt Schlabach, Gavin Babcock. It was a time. Not fully prepared. It was, it might have been below freezing or right at the freezing mark and a couple inches of snow. But so that was last week, and there's a few things I want to update you on. I'm going to tell you here in just a minute how you can win a VIP experience at Maple Hill. Now, win being the key word, as that can mean many things, like do nothing and win, just play like scratch ticket or a lottery and win. The win I'm talking about is through the Paul McBeth Foundation. So if you go over to the link inside of this video's description at Paul McBeth Foundation, it's a kind of funky URL, or else I'd just kind of read it out to you, but it's got all different letters in there. Find it in our description. And it's called the End of the Year Auction. Many of you come to find out about cool things like this through our show, and we love that people will come to us to help get the word out there. In fact, some of the tickets we gave away this year to like USDGC, that VIP experience, we have listeners who won that, and they were so happy and reached out to us, and I actually got to meet them down there at Rock Hill. So here's another opportunity for you. There are loads of things to bid on. Let me count live while I'm looking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 200. There's like 24, 25 different items you can bid on in an auction style to win. For instance, 2023 World Champions signed caddy bibs and discs. That's pretty cool. Right now, the current bid is at 150. You also can win a Golden Era Brixton Unbroken box plus cards. Right now, that is currently at $300. This lasts for, my understanding, is a week. So depending on when you're listening to this, get in on it. December 10th, 2023. So this year, 2023, December 10. So a little less than a week from the time of recording. It just went live this evening at 5 p.m. Eastern. An All-Star Weekend VIP experience. I may bid on that. All-Star Weekend VIP experience. Again, if you're just joining, it's me right now. For our post-listening audience, don't tune out. We got some exciting things to tell you about, just enough to keep you on the hook for this show. It's going to be a short one, and I apologize. Part of this is I was traveling last week. You remember, if you listened, I was in the airport. It's unfortunate when we have to do it that way sometimes, but I totally forgot to mention that what our holiday season was going to look like here. So I'll get to that in a minute, but let's continue on with the auction items. VIP Ledgestone experience for 4. That's current bid of $600. Now, granted, you got to go in and look at the details here. Like, so if I go into the VIP Ledgestone experience for 4 people, it says this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It's a dream for any major disc golf fan, included in this VIP Ledgestone experience is a meet and greet for 4 with Paul McBeth, 4 VIP passes to next year's Ledgestone Open, a 2024 custom Ledgestone bag and tour of Ledgestone Warehouse, 8 unique Ledgestone collector discs. So you get to have a meet and greet, hang out with Paul McBeth himself. Very rare bottom stamped 2017 Nate Sexton Firebirds. I threw a 2017 bottom stamped Firebird into Fountain Hills, where home of the Memorial Championship. Yeah, I did that, but you can bid on those. What else do they have? Signed Eagle McMahon 3-pack from his personal collection. Paul McBeth 5-time Signature Series Grip EQ, 2016 Teal Typographic Grip EQ A-Series bag. So you get lots of different disc golf options in here. If you're a collector or you're somebody who's interested in cool gifts for the disc golfer in your life, go check it out. All different. Dylan Cease, VIP White Sox experience. Jomez practice round experience. Paul Ulibarri, Avery Jenkins experience. Now, guys, I skipped over one. It's called the Nick and Matt Maple Hill experience. Now, the current bid by one person, and I appreciate this bid as I'm looking at it right now, $200 right now. I don't know the bid increments, but you can outbid that. And here's what you get. For you and up to 3 friends, this bid includes the following: a round at Maple Hill, #1 ranked course in the world, multiple years. I think it's the 3rd year in a row. You get to play with me at the very least, which is the least. Hopefully intern Ben, Nick, and Evan. That's the plan. It may just be me, but we're going to rope everybody in that we can. So we'll get them all there. That's what we'll try to do for you. A post-round game room experience. If you've never been to Maple Hill, there is a game room up that has a balcony and a deck that overlooks the fairway of 18 and the green of 18. But inside of that room, they have bubble hockey, air hockey, pool tables, like a shuffleboard type game, but it's on that nice wood with the sand grains. They have, I think it's called skee ball. I'm stuttering here. Signed Paul McBeth disc for all of the winners. So you will get a signed Paul McBeth disc. That's really what this is about. I'm kidding. You can enjoy a round with Matt and Nick, hopefully, and Ben and Evan. 4 Paul McBeth Foundation hats. Get to meet the founder, the original founder, the inventor of the Disc Golf Pro Tour. He's going to come. You get to talk and meet and greet with him. I bet you more will happen. All I can tell you is you never know what to expect when you meet Steve Dodge. Get all of us together, and you're going to get something special at Maple Hill, the Maple Hill experience here. You'll also get a Birdie Pro game with the Fox Run expansion pack shipped to the winner. The way this works is if you win this, if your bid wins, you will we'll schedule with you to figure out what works for you in the springtime of 2024. That's realistically what we're looking at. Maybe portion of summer, but we got to figure out what works for everybody. But that's going to be awesome. Fantastic. So anyways, go check that out in our video description. The link will be there in the podcast description. If you are listening post to the podcast, check it out because you want to get in on this before the 10th of December. Shout out to Paul McBeth Foundation. They're funding they're trying to get a jump start on funding their 2024 projects. They've got a lot going on, and you guys have been a huge help to this point. All right, so if you're still listening, let's do a little transition here. This is our interview music, so let's not do interview music. Let's do... All right, so Speaking of Maple Hill, how many of you, by raise of hands, play Disc Golf Valley? Well, just announced today, the creators of Disc Golf Valley have introduced a new course for your wants and needs. Maple Hill. The front 9 holes are there in all of their glory. You've never thrown hole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. You can do it now in Disc Golf Valley. My understanding is there's a few limitations to your options right now, maybe compared to what all the other courses are. I'm not like a massive Disc Golf Valley extraordinaire at all. My children do. They love it. But from the screenshots I've seen, it's pretty incredible. It actually is like you're at Maple Hill. A few differences, enhancements, but generally speaking, you can feel like you're throwing hole 1 or hole 5 or whatever, right? Hole 7, hole 8. I mean, it's awesome. So check out Disc Golf Valley. That is something that's new and been a long time coming. Okay, so not everything here is shout outs. Let's talk just a little bit before we're done here. Connor O'Reilly signed with Lone Star. That's not a massive headliner, right? But and we've talked about this so many times, anytime during the offseason someone changes, if you are not a massive headline move, you're probably better off doing it on the front end, right? And I don't think everybody's fully strategic in how they announce, but doing it on the front end is going to get you the most attention. In fact, the Disc Golf Pro Tour themselves posted about this move, and any move right now is getting the exposure because there's not a whole bunch happening. Chess.com. Oh, this is interesting. If you are following Paul McBeth, which most of us are, you will see that Paul just announced that what was once the Florida Open, and podcasts and media outlets around the world thought that was the lamest name ever. We may have had the inside scoop, and so we didn't pile on hard to the name. It was a placeholder, is how we see it. It is now chess.com Invitational, presented by Discraft. I don't know a whole bunch about chess.com, but the fact that I knew about chess.com, it's something pretty significant here. Chess is a whole thing, just like disc golf is a whole thing. You think disc golf is pretty intricate, and when you think about all the discs and types of throws and the tour, chess has a lot of that, including where my understanding of the rating system for disc golf was patterned after. Chess players get ratings, and it's based off of who they've competed against. That's how you get a better rating, by playing the better players. I believe Chuck Kennedy himself is the one who mentioned that to me. Maybe I'm incorrect there, but I'm pretty sure disc golf ratings were patterned after it. So to have chess.com, a pretty big name in the chess world, probably the biggest because you can play online chess, and the best players in chess in the world are playing on here and sponsored by. That's pretty cool. In fact, it's cool that it's just the name for it. It reminds me a little bit of golf in that way. Sometimes you just give the title, actual title. We don't have, you have the MVP Open, sure. But we're starting to get outside of disc golf a little bit, and here chess.com Invitational. The chess.com Invitational is pretty neat. Presented by Discraft. Now that collaboration makes sense, obviously, for Paul McBeth's main sponsor, as well as where his line of discs is produced through. What does this mean? I don't know. I don't know what this costs. Maybe we'll be able to get that interview. But chess.com Invitational. Speaking of getting interviews, Nick and Matt show is kind of on a break here through the month of December. So if you've listened to this far, hopefully, but if you get to next week or the following week and you don't see anything on Monday night or Tuesday morning, if you're listening post or when you come to check, all I can say is we are grateful that you are a fan and a listener of the show. We hope that you understand that the off season is the off season, and we could grind and bring you content that would be relevant for you. But we're also at this point where we need a little break as well in this period of time. Plus, if you're our dedicated listener and you're listening right now, there are some changes coming to the Nick and Matt Show. I can't speak about them yet, but they're coming. And we need this time to kind of navigate some of that. So there's your little tease. But yeah, so this month of December, don't be fully expecting, but I think, just putting it out there, like I think we're going to line something up that will be interesting for you to hear about. We'll try to bring you the interesting information when we hear it. Obviously, if something significant happens or goes down, we'll bring it for you. This one is something to tippy-toe around on, especially as a male. But I can say at the very least, let me just read. Let me just do it that way. Just read what Macy Valadas posted 5 days ago. This is on her own social media channel. I will not put words in their mouths. There's 2 pictures posted here, but here's what the post says. We've been waiting for a while to share our lovely news. It looks like we'll be shopping for some tiny little shoes. Heart emojis, little footprint emojis, milk bottle emoji. Macy with her partner, as well as, and I believe husband. I apologize for some reason, but yes, husband. She took the name recently. We're expecting is one of the pictures, and there's a sonogram, and I'm familiar with those as having 4 kids, and a little onesie outfit that says Baby Valadas. Wow. Congratulations. Absolute congratulations. That is something special. Whether you raise a little disc golfer or not, that's incredible news, and congratulations to you. In the follow-up to that, because this hasn't been something that I'm super familiar with in the disc golf world, I don't want to say correct me if I'm wrong, because I probably am wrong, but just the fact that I'm struggling here to think a little bit through this. Have we had a player that is in contention, making ripples, big time skill level, potential high ceiling? I guess Paige Shue, that's the one I'm missing. See, I just had to speak for a little bit here. Paige Shue did have a child after World Championship. And so, yeah, I guess that is a part of this here. But with Macy, I feel like that's June is what it says they're expecting. I mean, that's in the middle of the tour and leading up to that. I'm just curious to see how she performs. But this is something that's going to be interesting for the sport. You have to believe athletes take this stuff into consideration, and there's nothing better than a child. But just interesting conversation for where the sport is at and seeing players navigate that. So there you go. A lot of congratulations in her social media, as well as from the Nick and Matt Show. So I've given you a few things to think about here. Again, Nick and Matt Show, I pretty much jumped on here to let you know, hey, no full episode tonight. I thought about just skipping out altogether, but no one gave you the lowdown. I didn't want to do that. So this was my hello. This was my happy holidays. For me, we're getting ready. We set up our Christmas decorations. The children, my children, enjoy that a lot. And so do I. And I'm around. And that's awesome. So disc golf has things coming up. It's going to change the way the season looks next year. Nick and Matt Show has changes coming up. That's going to change the podcast for next year. Exciting stuff all around. We're excited. Be on the lookout if an episode drops. Maybe, my fingers are crossed. Maybe we have a few more episodes for you in December. But right now, there's a little hiatus for us as we work and get things figured out, as well as kind of take a break and rest a little bit here, prepping you guys for more excitement and a better show experience. Oh, what's up? Intern Ben in the chat. I should give him a little bit of intro music. There you go, everybody. Intern Ben making an appearance in the chat. So yeah, we got a lot of exciting things coming up. I've been talking now for 20 minutes. That was a lot more than I thought I'd give you, but y'all know me. And I got to do a little overhaul on this setup as well. I mean, we're getting a little bit unstable there in the last few weeks. We got it kind of back to normal. We're going to have to do a little bit of work here. Appreciate everything you guys are doing out there in the disc golf world, at your courses, the people you're hanging out with. Spread the love. There ain't no time for hate. And that's kind of my nod to Nick, right? Tell someone you love them. Nick is traveling right now. And yeah, here I am. So let me just real quick before I sign out, because we love our live audience. We love our whole audience, but we can interact. I'll put it that way. We can interact with our live audience because they're live right now. What did I miss? What did I miss? Chess is a great game. Strategy, I can read. Chess is a great game. Strategy and logic. My chess rating is higher than my PDGA rating. Wow, okay. We got chess players here. Gonna miss Nick and Matt on Mondays. Enjoy your break. Ben says it's all his fault. Let's see. Is Macy big time, in contention, high ceiling? Ryan, bring your take on that sometime. I actually feel like she is. Kind of came out of nowhere, and I really think she's got that opportunity. So we'll see. Let's see. Oh, cool. Yeah, Ragna. Thank you for bringing up another player who went through pregnancy. There you go, Ben. My little do. We need to record the do. So when I'm away, you can just hit that when you have a silent moment. Hope the break doesn't mess with the YouTube algorithm. You know, Chad, to be fair, you can help us out with that. If we're not on any given Monday, go back and listen to another episode. In fact, thanks for bringing that up, Chad. Maybe we do a rerun. Maybe I go back and find a favorite, an interview or another show that we think people enjoy, and I'll re-upload it. Maybe. Maybe I find exclusive content we haven't released yet. Let's see. Otherwise, go ahead and like just find all the Nick and Matt Show videos and like them all over and over. Don't thumbs them down to like them back. Just only thumbs up. Thank you. We appreciate you. Hi, guys. Hey, what's up, Daniel from Texas? What about, let's see. Oh, Ben laughed when I doot-de-dooted. And then who wants doot-de-doot merch? Cool. So that's where we're at, guys. I could talk forever. I'm honestly keeping this short. Stay tuned. As I said, it's exciting stuff we got going on here, but a lot's going on. And that's that. I think without further ado, I think I got to find this outro here. And I'm going to say, peace out. You guys are awesome. And until next time we're on, which maybe it's next week, but I just want to have you guys ready and prepared that it's hit or miss. We have something or something breaks big time, we're going to be there. You can find us here. We're just working on other things right now. We find you important. We want to work on that and give you the best experience ever. So again, check out the Paul McBeth Foundation. If you can't find the link, obviously it's in our description of this video. You can bid on the Nick and Matt Show Maple Hill experience. Read what that's about. Check all of that out. Go over there and get a bid in. It only lasts until the 10th. That was the main reason I came on here. Shout out to them and what they're doing there. Without further ado, and until, whoa, did I miss? Without further ado, okay. Till we meet again. There you go, Daniel. Just reading the chat. Peace out, everybody.
The Nick and Matt Show, a disc golf podcast designed for you, the disc golfer. Find the Nick and Matt Show on your favorite podcast platforms or join the conversation live on YouTube.